It's a good day to do a movie review. When I'm done with this video, you'll know why. Afamefuna. Say after me. Afamefuna. This movie reminded me of the initial Nigerian movies before we started calling it Nollywood, but the initial Nigerian movies that Igbo people used to act, in the village. But those were the movies that I feel like those were the movies that started the promise of something fantastic is actually going to be happening in this industry a very short moment from now, right? Afamefuna reminded me so much of how I'll be reading the subtitle from these Igbo movies, but I wouldn't mind because they were so good. Like, the stories were so fascinating that I'm like, okay, it's okay to read the subtitle, and it didn't matter if I understood Igbo fluently or not. I loved the story. It's just so wholesome. The way the story moved from one point to another was very methodical. Let me explain this, right? It started off with a scene that just gave us a highlight to what we would expect in terms of, okay, somebody died. But who was this person? And one thing I did before watching this movie was to not read anything about it for some reason, right? I didn't even watch any previews or anything. I just saw the poster. I saw Stanley on it. I'm like, it gonna be good. And yes, he delivered. Okay, let's be serious now. So Afamefuna, what's the storyline? You said, I'm gonna tell you. It's about the Igbo apprenticeship system. My mother decides to take my junior brother to an uncle or someone that they know from the village that is doing well in the city, learn the trade, start a business, they give you freedom, and we start up your own business. So this is a system that has over time made Igbos wealthy, and to God who made me, Igbos are officially the best tribe in Nigeria. I'm not being tribalistic or nothing like that. In fact, I'm not Igbo. As a matter of fact, I remember when I was younger, in my teens, I used to sing a lot of Igbo songs. This flavor, one baby, give it to me. I was singing something to the extent that my mother said, Mommy, why did you not allow me to marry Igbo? Because why? This story rather showed me a glimpse to how much sense of community the Igbo culture has, like the trust in your kinsman, entrusting your child to a kinsman to teach him, to show him the way to wealth. And it was just a case of whether the child would absorb these lessons or not and decide to follow the right path or not, which is what the story actually highlighted. Two guys, Afamefuna and Polo. I loved Polo. I loved young Polo. I loved old Polo. In fact, old Polo, Alex Ekubo. Alex, my guy. You see this Afamefuna? You see his story? You see his acting that you acted in this movie? It's your best one ever. One, it's your best one ever. Don't be doing any other kind of movie any again. You did it, man. I took you serious, innit? Fam, you got my respect deep. Anyway, so the story of two young boys who decided to follow two different paths. But the thing about it was that the evil of the bad boy was not uncovered until much later in life. I mean, on another level, I kind of feel like his bad behavior was triggered at the end when he felt cheated. But the thing is, it was just a feeling, right? It wasn't a case of him actually being cheated. It was a case of when it was the other guy's time, instead of him to rejoice with the guy and be all right and everything, he decided to assume or insinuate that the guy, you stole my destiny, you stole my freedom, and whatnot, right? So overall, this movie is so well plotted, quality amazing, beautifully acted. The casting is faultless. I can't say anything wrong about this movie. the storyline, the talk about culture, preserving culture. I know now it seems like a whole lot of Nollywood is being directed towards preserving the African culture and African storyline so that our children won't forget. And this for me is one of those stories that is showing what the Igbo culture is about, which, like I said, is the apprenticeship system, right? So, Staninze, Alexa Kubo, Kanayo, Papa's level acting, stop it. The girl that did the Baby, she fine. I can't remember her name now, but I'm gonna drop it here, but she fine. And everybody did so exceptionally well. I rated an 8.5 over 10. That means y'all gotta watch this, and if you've watched it, please let me know what you think, because I think it's a really beautiful story. Shego Arize was top notch in it. He hits the Hausa accents the nail on the head. It was really good, and it wasn't overacted, it wasn't overplayed. Everything done to moderation, everything scripted beautifully. Kayode on the directing, hats off to you, sir. That was a beautiful movie. So it's showing on Netflix. Y'all go out and watch it, support our own. Nollywood is big, man. Big up.